Zimbabwe's president has described former leader Robert Mugabe as an icon of liberation who dedicated his life to his people. Mugabe has died in a Singapore hospital at the age of 95. He ruled the African nation for 30 years, and while he had a strong following within Zimbabwe, he attracted widespread criticism for human rights abuse, election rigging and poor economic management.
After 37 years in power, demanding nothing less than absolute loyalty, Robert Mugabe's reign was never going to end at the ballot box. But few could have imagined those 2 weeks in November 2017 when his military moved against him and his people took to the streets. In negotiations, the generals would salute the man they were looking to overthrow. Still, the coup and his resignation was a humiliating exit for Mugabe. Robert Mugabe's legacy was built by violence and oppression, and an economic collapse so bad, money became worthless and millions fled. But Mugabe liked to say he had a degree in violence, and from the start he squashed dissent. Alice Moali relives her trauma every day. Her back was broken by the North Korean-trained 5th Brigade as they swept through Matabeleland in 1983. When Mugabe's power was again threatened, this time at the ballot, he sanctioned violent attacks, seizing white-owned farms by so-called war veterans, strengthening his hand. But the violence shocked the world. Mugabe was abandoned by the West and its aid, and the country never fully recovered.
They want to come to us and dictate to us what we must do. That shall never be. Not in Zimbabwe. Never, never. Whatever the cost.
Robert Mugabe was not an idiot in the country. He worked hard for this country. Mistakes were done, but he's a man who cared. But ultimately, of course, the president is, in the end, wholly responsible for whatever action.
Actions throughout a long rule and rapid demise that many critics say were driven by Mugabe's #1 priority, himself.